P10 presents Cougar Football. Today, we're at Roosevelt High School in the district for the 1988 110-pound Super Bowl. The New Carrollton Cougars against the Wolverines from Wheaton. The captains for today's game are at midfield for the coin toss, and Wheaton has won. Elects to receive. They'll go right to left on your screen. The captains for New Carrollton out at midfield for this coin toss: Kenny Cooper, Curtis Anderson, Jeff Simmons, and Dwight Cook. We're just about ready here at Roosevelt Field on a beautiful, gorgeous Saturday for the player introductions. And Gary Davis, president of the New Carrollton Boys and Girls Club, and Jim Blackwood, the football commissioner, is here in the booth. Gary, the flagship of the New Carrollton football program, undefeated, unscored upon. It all comes down to today. Here it is.
Two undefeated teams, John. This is going to be the toughest competition the 110s have had. They've done well all year. They've only really had one close game, but this time they're in for it, and we're going to see what they're made of right now. As you said, this is our flagship team. As I'd like to just say, as you hear the ambulance in the background leaving, Bobby Leopardi in the 95-pound team was hit making a tremendous catch across the middle. Bobby's okay, just going for a little x-rays to make sure. And they are going to introduce our team.
All right, here come the introductions as the Cougars. Kenny Cooper breaks through the little sign.
Curtis Anderson. Number 21. Around son, Gary. Number 27, Jeff Simmons. Number 31, Daniel. 11.
Catalino, number 43, Kevin Scott, 45, Dwight Cook, Ty Harris, number 52, 55, Chris Falkenberg, 59, Robert Backer, number 60, Mike King, 61, Nate Hampton, 63, Mike Gannon, 67, Neil Cavadas. 73, James Tate. 76, Paul Babington. 77, Randy John Burley. 81, Henry Cole. Number 86, Colonel Hawkins. They're coached by Tom Doherty, head coach, James Petrie, Johnny McGrothy, Kenny Cooper, and Patrick Doherty. I'll tell you what, we got just a second, John and Gary. We couldn't ask for a prettier day out here if you turn on this TV now. I tell you, last week we were sitting there watching the county championships in short sleeve weather in the first week of December, last week of November, and this today, I'll tell you, it seems like it's even warmer today than it was last week.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day, Jim, and I'm going to tell you something. As our team lines up very nicely at the midfield point at the 40-yard line, watching the
half court,
yeah, the 40-yard line here at midfield. Thanks, Jim. Watching Wheaton come out, and I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a game, guys. You're going to see some hit. We're going to feel the hitting in the stands, John. You weren't able to be here last week, but I'm going to tell you what, this 110 down way went fired up.
I'll tell you, Gary, this everybody here, big contingent from New Carrollton on hand. Everybody's pumped for this one. And this 110 Cougar team, they are solid, they are good, unscored upon. And of course, Wheaton with that big area to draw upon, with a lot of depth. They're also undefeated. We're in for a whale of a ball game today as the Wheaton Wolverines in blue jerseys with white numerals, red pants being introduced here.
While Wheaton 110's being introduced right here, I've got the coach for the 95-pound team sitting here with a big smile on his face. I tell you, that one hell. Oh yeah, the kids came out and played. I tell you, it looked like they threw everything at New Carrollton in the kitchen sink. I tell you, the line was just, you know, this is the first half that the offensive defensive line just owned the field.
Well, I think the kids came out with a serious moment. Last year we were in the Super Bowl, we got beat, and we didn't feel that we got beat by a better team, but we did get outplayed, and we just didn't want to get outplayed.
Well, I tell you, there was no doubt in my mind which one was a better team today. I tell you, Wheaton looked far superior in just about every aspect of the game. And I tell you, my hat's off. And we talked about it through the game and talked to the commissioner, which gave you nothing but high praise. And I tell you, it's a class act, and I can't talk to you about it anymore about the game. I think you did, you know, your play selections and your the players. You know, you kept them together and kept them up. It's been a long season since the 1st of August, and you know, a closing comment, what would you like to say about it?
Well, I'd like to say the kids, they worked hard all year, and they set their minds on something. We set a few goals for them. One not to be scored on, and we almost got that one last week. Bradley Grover scored on us. And then the other one was to get the Super Bowl and to get the ball home to Wheaton. And hopefully we'll get three trophies here today with 110s also.
I'd say that's what he's talking about is the 75-pound team won today, the 95 won. Now the 110s are up here playing against New Carrollton 110s. And both teams are undefeated. It's going to be one heck of a ball game.
Oh, it is tough. I think New Carrollton, they're a good team, but I don't think they've seen a team like this one. So it'll be a real strong football team. And New Carrollton hasn't been scored on this year, and I'm pretty confident that this team will score on. I have my assistant here with me, Phil Gallipo. His brother plays for the team, number 46, and I just don't see New Carrollton holding number 46 down for the whole game. I'm sure that we'll get at least a touchdown, and I think that'll put New Carrollton underneath.
No, you've seen this team play out here a lot. This 110 team get ready to play. It's going to be a good ball game out here.
Yes, I haven't seen New Carrollton over there. I haven't seen them play, but our intermediate team's still strong. We got a good running game. I think we're just going to run it down their throat. I think they won't stop us.
All right, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Good luck to all you guys. Thank you for stopping by, Coach.
All right, we're just about ready for the opening kickoff in this 110-pound Super Bowl. New Carrollton versus Wheaton. Wheaton has won the toss, will receive. They'll go right to left in your picture.
This place is rocking.
This place is really rocking. Everybody's pumped up. Cougars have it teed up.
I thought we got rid of that drum last game.
No, it came back. Okay, here we go.
There's the whistle. This game is underway. Kick bounces at the 40. Wheaton falls on it at the 30, about the 33-yard line.
Number 81 for Wheaton, a smart thing that time. The ball was swimming around. It just came and dropped on the ball. Well, this is it, Gary. I tell you, the coach was at this practice last night, was talking to the kids and is saying how, you know, that they don't feel that their season has ended and they need to prove one more step. Last year, they've come a long way and they didn't even make it to the playoffs. And this year, they're coming back with a vengeance.
Unscored upon, undefeated New Carrollton team, John. And
All right,
here they go.
Here we go. 1st and 10 for Wheaton at their own 33. Halfback, the right halfback's into the secondary. Big gainer over midfield into New Carrollton territory down to about the 47-yard line. Burst right through there, Jim. And Wheaton looks real pumped up.
Well, I tell you, Wheaton, that's an excellent block right there. Crossback block, and the guard was a straight-on pull, and I tell you, they just beat New Carrollton at the line on that one.
About a 20-yard carry on the first carry of the game. Wheaton now 1st and 10 at the New Carrollton 47 as they sprint out of the huddle. Cougar defense deploys. Cole, King, Cook, Hampton, Falkenberg up front. Simmons, Cooper, and Tate are the linebackers. It's a pitch back to the left halfback, trying the left side New Carrollton line. Run out of bounds.
There's a good stick
at about
there.
the 45-yard line.
Number 43.
Kevin Scott for New Carrollton.
Number 81.
And Henry Cole. Scott, the right corner for the New Carrollton Cougars.
Yeah, Henry did an excellent job that time in taking the play out. And I tell you, even though they gained 4 yards on the play, he strung it out and
gain of 4.
Just caught up with it.
Ball at the New Carrollton 44, second and 6 for Wheaton. Halfbacks into the secondary. He's broken it again. 30, finally knocked off his feet.
Curtis Anderson,
By number 11, Curtis Anderson in the secondary.
That's a little slant pattern.
A quick hitter.
Anderson comes up from the free safety position to knock him down, but another big gainer for Wheaton, Jim, and they're moving here on this first drive.
I tell you, it's that excellent blocking up front. It's a little slant that it goes off tackle, and I tell you, this got New Carrollton
Ball at
spun
the
around.
Cougar 29. Into the pro slot. Quarterback drops to throw, has a little time, looks over on the left side, it's complete. Down inside the 20.
Henry
New
Cole.
Carrollton coverage on the coverage was Sean Gary.
Sean Gary, 21. I'm sorry.
So
Excellent
another
tackle
gain,
right there. He
a
missed
gain of
that, he would've
about
went all the
8
way.
for Wheaton. The Wolverines come out now. We'll have a second and about 1.
I tell you what, John, the Carrollton Cougars aren't used to this. They aren't used to a team coming out and running like this. They got to get up. They got to get themselves planted now. They got a first down at about the 20-yard line.
Ball at the 20.
I have to see what's happening to the
Second and 1.
Second and 1 at the Cougar 20. Split far to the right is a wide receiver. Uh-oh, somebody for Wheaton jumped. There's flags.
that guard pulled
break
out
for
a
the
little bit
Cougars.
too soon.
Motion against Wheaton. That'll bring it back.
That was the first negative play for Wheaton this game.
Ball now spotted at the New Carrollton 25.
I was wondering what was happening to the linebacker core on that type. They're breaking free at the line, and the linebackers aren't getting the gaps.
2nd and 6 now as they split receivers wide to both sides. Quarterback hits to the halfback. He's into the secondary. First down. 10. He's going to go in for a touchdown. Wheaton running at will.
Johnny was untouched. Jim, untouched as he walked in the end zone.
I don't know where those middle linebackers are for New Carrollton, but I'll tell you what, they're cutting right up the middle, and they're being untouched.
25-yard touchdown run from the Wheaton halfback. And they go up 6-0 now here,
Boy,
right
they
off
made
the
that
back
look
in this
easy,
first
didn't they?
quarter.
Simmons,
Cooper, and Tate are the linebackers.
And they've been
for
great
New
all year long. Now, John, they told us that Wheaton will kick, they will try for 2,
So they're
which
gonna
is just
set up-
like the Cougars do.
Go for 2. This will be 2 points if they make it. In boys and girls club football, the kick is a 2-point conversion. So they'll set up, go for the kick. The snap is high, but it's down. The kick is no good.
Oh,
It's
he
going to be
shanked it
wide
on
to
that
the
one.
right.
Okay, there's the first big play for the
Pushed
Cougars.
it wide to the right.
I think he kicked more dirt that time. They got the ball. He just took his eyes off of it and just undercut it.
It looked
So-
like Blackwood off the first tee on that one.
So we're early here in the first quarter
I think
as
as
the
much a
players come
slice as I
upfield,
got
and
it.
Wheaton has a quick 6-0 lead as they look very impressive there, Jim, on that opening drive.
Well, I tell you, it's almost scary. They came down, did what they wanted. The only negative play on that one was the 5-yard penalty that the guard did when he pulled a little bit too soon. What New Carrollton's going to have to do is going to stop that ball carrier at the line and let the pursuit get him. But when he pops that line and gets in that secondary without being untouched, he's off and running.
Coach Doherty has them gathered around, and I'm sure he's probably telling them, Gary, look, settle down. We're early.
Early in the game, but we got to remember now, in the first game, Wheaton came out, scored on New Carrollton. Carrollton had a turnover. Right now, Carrollton's offense has got to say to Wheaton, hey, you guys scored, so what? We'll come back down the field and do the same thing.
All right, Gabe, let's think a second, though. New Carrollton hasn't had a point scored against them all year. What's this going to do to them?
If the offense scores, absolutely nothing. If the offense doesn't score, Jim, then I think we might have a long day here. So the offense has got to
Gary
show
referring
that
to
they're
the
in this
earlier
game.
Super Bowl in '95s where New Carrollton was defeated by Wheaton 25-0. This game, it's early, Gary, but it kind of follows the same pattern. Wheaton's come out and got a quick 6 here, right off the bat.
Here's the kickoff,
Here
John.
comes the kick. It's a deep kick. 11. Curtis Anderson has it at the 20. Comes upfield, is hit and dropped at about the 33-yard
I'll
line.
tell you what, if James Tate would have got through that one more tackle, he went all the way. I tell you, he got through the line, and the last man got him.
And Jimmy Tate had a chance to make that block.
All right,
the
now
run.
New Carrollton will set up and go 1st and 10 on their first series here in this game at their own 34-yard line. Try to set their offense for you. Simmons, Tate, Hampton, Falkenberg, Cavadas, King, and Scott are the offensive line. Quarterback, Kenny Cooper. The running backs to start the game should be Sean Gary, Dwight Cook, and Curtis Anderson. This is Anderson in motion through the backfield. Cooper hands the ball off, I believe, to Gary. Runs off of the right guard. Running behind Neil Cavadas. Gain of maybe 2 or 3. Spot the ball at the New Carrollton 36.
As
The
a straight off
2nd and
tackle
6
play
coming up.
on the right side, John had just buried his head down, just ran up the field and picked up about maybe a long 3 yards on the play.
2nd and 6 for the Cougars as they come out. Chris Falkenberg, the offensive center, leads them out over the ball. In a pro set slot offense. Unbalanced to the left. Whoops, one of the New Carrollton players, I think, jumped
Jimmy
him.
Tate jumps on the...
Falkenberg did it, number 73, I
That's
believe.
Jimmy Tate, I think, Jim. Jimmy Tate, number
James
73.
Tate.
Jimmy Tate,
stepped up on
73, a
it.
little over anxious.
Jim, we've commented all year long now that Coach Doherty sends in his plays with the quarterback, that Kenny Cooper runs off the field over to Coach Doherty, gets the play and comes back in. And we said at certain times that might tire Kenny out. It hasn't done it all year long. Tommy's doing it again as you saw Kenny go over and get the play. We got a 2nd and long now.
All right, they move the ball back to the New Carrollton 33 after that